Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 15. But really quickly, we need your help. You know, we aren't anything without you guys, so if you could give us a quick 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and tell a friend about Wired and Weird that you think is a weirdo too, that helps us more than anything. And we show up every single week, rain, sleet, flooding, or shine for you guys. And so all we ask is that you just give back a little bit. Tell another weirdo that deserves to know about Wired and Weird. All right, guys? Now, with that being said, it's time to get weird. Sorry, I got stuck. I had to slap myself out of it. Hiya! How we doing, everybody? Welcome to episode 15. It is January 8th, 2022. How you doing, everybody? This is going to be a really weird guest episode because there was crazy flooding and nobody was able to get to the studio or anything except for me. So I brought my wonderful girlfriend, Lexie, into the studio. Lexie, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
First time on the podcast, so you know we thought we'd do a fun little couples edition. We always riff back and forth, you know, being almost engaged to a comedian is rough. So you have to be able to hold your own. So this is going to be a fun episode, but this is just a fill-in episode because Steve couldn't make it because of the flooding and stuff around Aberdeen. So this is going to be a fun time. I'm going to give you a little table of contents to kind of lay out this short, fun little episode. We're going to start out with our Would You Rathers, like always. Then we're going to go into a fun little shout-out email section, like always. Oh, by the way, did I tell you? It's the same every single time. Then we're going to talk about some movies. And then we got story time of something that we did together or something we saw together that's funny. We're going to do our usual rapid fire. Then we're going to get into a heated food debate because, trust me, Lex and I, we disagree on food all the time. She's nodding her head like, fuck yes.
Yes, we do.
And then we're going to talk a little comedy. She's not super into comedy, obviously not as much as a comedy nerd as me. So we're going to talk about some comedy she likes and why she likes it. And then we got a hate mail by a very, 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 very special weirdo. So you're going to want to stick around for the very, very end because he is very, very special. But we're starting from the beginning here, everybody. We're starting from the beginning. And we got a Would You Rather. And, you know, this is kind of a fun Would You Rather because we'll be able to get to know each other a little better.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Let's get to know each other.
So, would you rather be too bored or too busy? Would you rather be so busy that you're like, oh, didn't even have time to eat? Or would you rather be so bored that you're like, I can't even think what to do?
I personally would rather be bored because I start to freak out when I don't have time to do anything.
Yeah, you feel that crunch.
I feel the crunch. I feel myself not eating. I feel myself losing my mind. I kind of just like to prioritize a little time for myself. So if I can't even squeeze that in, then you better get out of my way because I'm already going through hell.
Lord knows what she's going to do to you. Only crunch I like is a chip on a Sammy. You know what I'm saying?
Or the crunch that I like is a crunch bar. Nestle, to be exact.
You like crunch bars?
Yes.
Nice.
Crunch bars, Nestle.
Fast break for life. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, those are pretty good too.
Yeah.
I remember you turned me on to those. Actually, I'm going to have to resign that one, reject that one, and say fast break.
Fast break is the best.
Fast break's got a crunch in it. That's fine with me.
No, it doesn't. It's just nougat and caramel and shit.
Oh, that must
Zero crunch.
That must be my filling.
That's just my teeth I'm chewing on there. Oh, boy.
My dentures are falling out.
I told you guys this lady's funny. Oh, well, you know, I'd rather, this is why we complete each other. That was corny. I mean, this is why we complement each other, is because, you know, I'd rather be too busy. As you know, you call me a busybody all the time.
I sure do. I can't even get you to like sit down on the couch with me for even like 5 minutes. Watch the end of this movie with me. Nope. Not happening.
Too busy pacing around the house aimlessly.
This guy burns a lot of calories.
Hey, got a lot of standing hours, folks. All right, this one's fun. This is where the true colors will come out. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Would you rather die before or after your partner? Her face is like, oh.
I'm definitely going before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going before. I'm sorry. Ladies first.
That's fair. I think we agree on that because no offense, I'm trying to live, baby. I'm trying to live as long as possible, so.
I'm trying to live too, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm in the doghouse for this answer, but I'm letting you. I'm letting you go out to pasture. I'm in it for as long as possible.
Are you kicking me off the cliff right now?
I mean, if you want to go first, that's all I'm saying is ladies first. You know?
I feel like we're like taking a roller coaster ride or something. It's like if you want to go first, that's fine. But not me. I'm gonna watch from down here.
Yeah, I'm just petrified of death. I'm like, no. You go first. Tell me how it is.
Even though I'm the one that likes roller coasters.
We both do. We went on the New York. That was a blast.
If you guys could honestly see that picture that they take like when you're like in mid roller coaster, it's fucking hilarious. Like,
it literally
it's so
looks
funny.
like someone hit warp speed and her entire face is peeling back from the speed.
I literally like my face turned into a gopher.
Gopher face. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Fear factor style. Would you rather eat or drink something absolutely disgusting? Equally disgusting, but would you rather drink, or would you rather chew it up, swallow it real fast? Which one's easy? Like tough texture too. So like drinking it would be a rough texture, or eating it would be a rough texture.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I'd have to chew it because I can hardly even take a shot. I mean, I can do it, but if I think about it too hard while I'm doing it, it's coming back up. And I can just see myself thinking too hard about drinking this nasty thing. So I would definitely have to chew it.
Oh, see, that's weird because
I would have to chew it.
I just pound it. Like I just chug it really fast and then have a chaser and be done with it. Whereas like the chewing has to like sit in my mouth and I'd have to like.
Well, that's why you gotta like plug your nose. You know how like when you eat something really gross, if it's like a vegetable that you don't like. I definitely bring this back to when I was a child. My mom would always give me like beets or green beans, and I hated that shit. And I would either feed it to the dog or to get my ice cream, I would plug my nose or I would like literally mix it up with anything that was left on my plate. I would literally do anything. And these are foods that I obviously had to chew. So chewing is going to be my number one.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I respect that answer because it petrifies me. What's your least favorite vegetable?
Probably green beans.
Really?
Yes, I know. I have not liked them since I was a child. And I was fed the ones in a can.
Oh, yeah. Canned green beans. That's where it's at. Oh, yeah. I like how soggy and tasteless they are.
It looks like overcooked noodles.
That's what they are.
Oh, gross.
Nature's overcooked noodles.
Oh, God. No.
So you're not team green bean casserole?
I am not. Absolutely
That's
not.
like probably one of your worst foods ever.
Yes.
Plus people will put those crispy onions on the top.
I mean, I like the crispy onions. I would probably I would if it was like disrespectful to like not take a piece of food or something. I would grab it, eat the onions off of it, and call it good. Because I do like the onions. Those aren't bad. Those are actually pretty good. Like I would eat them. I have ate them out of the container before. They're actually pretty nice.
So she's saying make crispy onion casserole and she's in.
Or if you could honestly deep fry the green beans, I'm pretty sure I'd be all in.
Anything deep fried is delicious.
That is very much true. I don't need a dipping sauce or anything. Just slap the oil in there, fry it up, and I will eat it. Like a hash brown, but green bean style.
Oh, okay. She's onto something here. That would take a while to fry the green beans though, right?
Yeah, it also takes a while to fry hash browns.
Yeah, true. I love fried too. All right. This will be a fun one. Would you rather be an hour early to everything you have to do or 15 minutes late? I said minutes. 15 minutes late. Yeah.
Well, over the years, I have grown myself to be a pretty unpunctual person.
Who did that to you?
Even when I want to be early, it almost most of the time does not work out for me unless like I am told like, yo, don't be fucking up. Or like one time I had an appointment and I was supposed to be there at 7:15 and I didn't show up till 7:25, and I drove all the way to Olympia for this appointment, and I almost wasn't able to be seen because I still had to check myself in and fill out all the new patient paperwork. And like, if you scare me like that and be like, oh, we don't know if we're going to see you because you didn't show up on time, then yeah, that might light a fire under me, but most of the time I'm always late, unfortunately. I have a good resume. I'm responsible. Punctuality is not on the resume. I repeat.
Where'd you get that from?
My loving boyfriend.
I'm gonna have to probably agree with the 15 minutes late to everything, mainly because I already am. Oh man, because you do this thing where you're like about to leave the house and you're like, but one more bong hit, and then you're like leaving there, and then you take your bong hit and you're like, oh wait, no, I forgot this, and it's secretly something you really never needed in the beginning, but you're stoned now and you think that you need it, so that's always fun.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, sometimes if I know that I can get away with it, the time just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. I'm like, oh, I was late and you didn't say anything to me about it? Well, it's 3 more minutes. Very bad. It's a snowball. Don't fall into the snowball cycle.
Write into hate mail to us. Write in hate mail to us because we are awful. We are those people where you're like, where the fuck are they? And we're just fucking off, like still in our underwear, sitting on the bed. Just like, it's like, yeah, dude, I'm stuck in traffic and you haven't even left yet. Oh, yeah.
Had to turn back around.
Oh, it's a good time. But hey, we're reaching that email shout out section. So we want to give a really big heartfelt shout out to Brittany McClure. Brittany McClure is our merch lady, and she has been working tirelessly on the new Wired and Weird merch. And Lexie's got a Wired and Weird shirt on. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It looks great. She really does a great job. So if you need shirts made and stuff like that, hit up Brittany McClure. But she does a fantastic job, and honestly, with how much weirdos are buying these shirts, Brittany's doing such a good job. I don't know if she'll have time to help you out, but you could feel free to hit her up. But this is our we love you to Brittany McClure because she does such a fine job, and she is a huge weirdo. She loves the podcast too. So you rock. You are the best. You're getting the entire email section this week because you fucking rock. And I tell you all the time how fucking cool you are and how great of a mom you are. But now all the Wired and Weird universe knows how cool you are, Brittany. And you got a great man, Zach, too. So shout out to him, too. Now, we're going to talk about a fun movie. So, we are hitting the movie section. And normally, like, Steve would recommend a movie, and then the next week we'll talk about that movie, and then it's an ongoing, never-ending cycle of moviedom. But Steve's not here, and you're here, Lexie. So I must ask, what is your favorite comedy movie?
My favorite comedy movie, I'm actually going to bring it back a little bit, and I'm going to say Disney. A lot of Disney movies are pretty funny to me.
They do have hidden humor in there.
They
definitely.
do.
And they have that nostalgic, like, kind of aspect, too, because, you know, like, a lot of 90s babies are really nostalgic, so they'll look back to their childhood and be like, that shit was funny. Like, I like SpongeBob a lot, you know? But it was only because I watched it as a kid. I wouldn't watch it now and be like, this is comedic genius.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Scary the Snail, my God, what a complex character, you know? So I get that, but what's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite... Comedy.
Like, funny. Like, what's the most funny Disney movie, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I'm going to have to go with Mulan.
Oh.
I think that shit's funny.
I think Eddie Murphy in Mulan is hilarious.
Yes, and he is a comedian.
And fun fact, when I first got my dog Socrates, the person I he was a pug, and the person I rescued him from named him Mushu.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought that it was like, there's only one Mushu. I cannot think of him as a little red dragon. so I had to rename him to Sock Dog, Socrates.
I also had a friend in high school who had a little dog named Mushu.
Really?
Yes.
That's a very basic bitch name, then. That's what I'm concluding. Not that your friend was a basic bitch. She's like, well, maybe she is. It's funny. Yeah, well, Wired and Weird crew, write into wiredandweird@yahoo.com or message us on our Facebook. Tell us what Disney movie you think is the most funny. Because Mulan is a great one. That is hilarious. Like when they're like when like and they're like spitting all over themselves and shit like that. It's just funny. Like that whole premise of like a woman trying to pretend to be a man. I think that's a comedic routine as old as time.
Yes.
That's really funny. Like White Chicks does that too.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
White Chicks, yeah, that is a really good one. But you already missed out on your movie opportunity.
I did.
That's okay.
There's always next time.
There will always be another next time. But we're coming into the story time here. And one of probably the hardest times I've ever laughed with you was when we were you'll know what I mean when I say I'm not going anywhere without my wallet.
Give me my wallet.
So what happened was it was this guy outside of Walmart. So there was this couple. We were sitting inside of our car and we were waiting to go inside. And we were enthralled by this couple. You weirdos ever see like a couple that is just blatantly arguing in public where you're like, you should really not be doing this right here in a Walmart parking lot. But I feel like because you're doing it here in a Walmart parking lot, you kind of deserve it. So we're going to watch. And so these people are just getting after this guy. The guy of the girl and the guy couple is in a little rascal scooter with his leg broken. And he's screaming. He's rocking back and forth in the rascal going, I'm not going anywhere without my wallet. And the lady's just like trying to back her car out and leave him. She throws his bitch in reverse and starts backing up, and he just jumps out of the fucking way. She fucking runs into the scooter, backs over it, and then takes off, and he's standing there. You're not my wallet. And he's standing there, my wallet. And she rolls up to him and throws his wallet at him. Pop! Lands right on the chest and on the ground. Hands out wide. Thank you. And then she just peels off. Which to this day is why I go, thank you. It was that guy that got his wallet plopped in his chest after screaming. And then the lady literally backed over his scooter. And just fucking left him.
Well, what's kind of funny is that I remember us seeing them kind of like, we were in Walmart and we seen them in front of us, like already like bickering,
we
fighting.
must have already got in and then seen them following us out. And then
we just happened to park next to them and see all that. But when we seen him in Walmart, we're like, oh God, that guy looks like he's like in pain or something. I can't remember what we said. And then we just happened to park right behind them and we just watched the show. It was so funny. And people were like calling the cops. You know, people can't mind their own business and they got to call the cops. Fucking cop callers. Like
the people that can't mind their own business and just watch DV happen and then joke about it years later.
I think we are like the best at people watching.
Yeah, we have so much fun. Like we'll go to Manhattan just to people watch. It's pretty great. Sit outside of a Shake Shack and just watch pigeons fly. But the pigeons are just weird people on scooters almost hitting each other. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good time. So we're losing the people. Let's go into a little rapid fire here.
Oh, all right. I'm ready for this.
All right.
I trained for this. Been waiting for this all day.
All right. Sounds good. So because I know you don't listen to Wired and Weird. You're too cool. I'll explain how rapid fire goes. She's looking at me like, fuck you.
How dare you boss me?
Just kidding. Rapid fire is basically where we just say dad jokes to one another. Until you can't really think of them anymore, just say them off the top of your head. So I'll start out and say, what does my sex life and Nemo have in common?
Oh my God. What?
They're both begging to be found.
Oh my God. All right,
you go.
Okay. What has 4 wheels and flies?
What?
A garbage truck.
4 wheels and flies?
Yeah. Literally, that's what it said. Okay. I thought it was funny. Or like at least like, oh yeah, like you never thought of that. I don't know. Maybe it was more educational. I apologize.
And flies? How does a garbage truck fly?
No, flies like flies.
Oh. Oh my god, you had to explain that shit to me. Oh, wow, that's embarrassing. Okie dokie. I'll stick to telling the jokes here. No, I'm just kidding. What did the father pirate yell as his son lit their home on fire?
What?
Arson! Because arson is fire.
Why? What?
Why? My leg. SpongeBob reference.
What do pirates pay for corn?
What?
A buccaneer.
A buccaneer.
For you football fans out there.
Arr, Tom Brady.
That guy.
Tom Brady. He looks like the oldest 12-year-old ever.
I know, he's so old. Like, he's on Madden. He just doesn't fit in because everyone else in there is young. And just
They have like hip-hop playing, and he looks like the dad that's like, son, I told you to eat your broccoli, not play Madden. I'm just insulting Tom Brady now. I'm sorry.
The golden boy.
The goat. All right. I got something here. So if 2 people having sex are called a twosome, and 3 people having sex is called a threesome, now I know why people call me so handsome.
Oh.
Because I use my hand. It's a joke. She looked at me like, what? That's fun. You got another one, bud? Or are you tapped out?
I got another one. Knock knock.
Who's there? We've never had a knock knock on here.
I see.
I see who?
I see you in there. I see you in there. I see.
Oh, okay.
I see. I see. You get it? You're looking at me like you don't get it. You know, hang.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
That's the only knock knock joke I know. And everyone rolled their eyes when they heard me start that. That was not my joke, by the way. I have a much, much better joke about suicide.
Well, hit me, tube sock.
Hit me, tube sock. Let's go.
That commercial came out so long ago, and then I remember like we were talking about it one night, and we just looked it up, and it was like the old guy rubbing his socks on the floor. Hit me again, tube sock, and then they shock him in the tongue.
That's my new kink, you know.
Let me get my taser.
What's the difference between a suicidal man and a skydiver?
I don't know.
The parachute.
Oh.
Bum,
Crash
bum.
and burn.
That was the sound of my joke landing.
When I think of that, I think of like the old cartoons with Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Oh yeah,
like
where
him,
he
like,
just
fall
runs
into
off
his
the
death.
cliff, and then he like looks at the camera and waves, bye bye, and then he falls down.
Or when he blows himself up.
Oh yeah, I like when Daffy Duck blows himself up and has to turn his bill around.
Let's try that again. He says those exact words.
Let's try this again. You got one more?
I got one more.
All right.
This one was kind of funny to me. What do you call an illegally parked frog?
Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
No. Toad.
That is a good one. I like that. Well, this one's a bit darker.
I'm ready.
What's the difference between me and cancer?
I honestly don't even want to say anything, but now I have to know to look out for it.
My dad never beat cancer.
Oh.
Oh, that's a cancer and a domestic violence joke, all wrapped into one.
Woo.
All right. Hey, we're getting weird here. We're getting dark and weird, and it is a good time. We are entering food debate, and I know exactly what we are going to argue about. We argue about it every time we go out to eat. We argue about it constantly. Now, before I say anything, and I feel like before you say anything to me, we should say, I love you. And I don't mean anything about what I'm about to say about your stinky, horrible, awful seafood.
Touche, buddy.
Okay, so I will make the argument that seafood should belong in the depths of the ocean where God tried to hide it from us because it's awful. And you go ahead and try to convince me that it's not trash.
First of all, you're wrong.
Okay.
Because it's not trash. It's good for you.
No,
okay?
It is not.
It is good for you.
Mercury's good for you.
You know, and he says this all the time. That's all he has against it. Mercury this, Mercury that.
How about Fukushima and the fact that it's dumping radioactive liquid into the ocean?
Look at me. I'm a prime example. I'm fucking fine. I'm a living, breathing shrimp.
Well, how about the fact that when you cook your precious little shrimps in the microwave, it smells like shrimp for 87 years afterwards? The worst food ever.
I'm trying to ease you into the protein.
Yeah, so when I cook my fucking spaghetti, it's all of a sudden shrimp spaghettis.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for you, but then again, I don't. Because you know what? You need to start broadening your horizons.
And what the hell is like this shit look like? Like a lobster looks like an ugly sea bug. And they name things mussels.
Yes.
Like this is not the type of food etiquette that we accept here.
We accept all seafood of all kind. I'm pretty sure I've tried almost everything. The only thing I really haven't tried is like octopus or eel. Those are the only things I haven't tried. Everything else I've tried, and it's good. Like,
tastes fishy.
It's a little bit more expensive.
Slimy.
If you can get past the fishy taste, you're all right. Like, you'll make it through life. And honestly, it's healthier for you. I mean, like, it's not like I'm eating junk food. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Because how come if it's so good for me, how come every time I put it in my mouth, I want to die?
Because you're just a natural picky eater.
I am a very picky eater.
He's such a picky eater. Like, I can't with this guy.
Give me my chicken tendies and mac and cheese, baby. That's all I'm talking about.
All right, I'm going to put you in your high chair now. Hold on a second. Let me get your bib.
No, dude, but for real, like, all fish is gross. All shrimp is gross. Anything out of the ocean, crab, shrimp, fucking lobster, mussels, oysters, it can all go fuck itself.
Honestly, oysters are, I'll be honest, oysters aren't really like a fan fave for me either, but I disagree with the rest still. Like, I know that you are known to be mixing things together to create concoctions.
I love a good concoction.
Yes, you do.
I put the cock in concoction. No comment. And she's like, ah.
I'm trying to keep it PG over here.
That is not the show.
Over everyone here. Not trying to do that. But, maybe I might just have to. Well, no, you're pretty good at figuring stuff out.
You can't slip fish into my shit, man. I'll fucking dump that shit on your head.
Like a football game.
You remember the Amanda show where there's like, knock, knock, who's there? Fish,
oh, yeah.
Fish, who? I'm going to slap you in the face with this fish. And you just had a big old fish and slapped her in the face with it. It's good times. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I'm sorry.
If you don't know the Amanda show, you shouldn't be on this podcast.
Ooh, shots fired.
So,
Amanda.
probably too young.
Or old.
Or old, yes.
But
I respect my elders, so.
all weirdos are welcome.
Yes, all weirdos are welcome.
But you should check out the Amanda show. That's a rec from Lexie Whipple herself.
Yes, check it out. The egg episode's pretty funny to me, so.
I like eggs. My favorite part of that show was the where Josh Peck worked on the Pukatron, where like his entire job was just to get puked on from the roller coaster.
I don't even remember that. Oh my god.
Dude, it was just so he's always like, oh,
was it like slime or
yeah, it was like fake puke that got dumped all over him. Like every single time, like all the patrons would be like, man, we just got back from the pizza eating contest. And he's like, oh, you don't want to ride this ride. They're like, oh, we want to ride this ride. And then they just dump like pizza puree all over him and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, come on. It's just fucking nasty.
I honestly have never puked after a roller coaster, knock on wood. But I'm pretty sure I'd feel like absolutely horrified if I even puked like on the roller coaster, dude. Or if someone puked on the roller coaster and it just flew back into my face.
That exactly happened to me one time. Dude, I shit you not. I'll tell you a fun little gross story. So you know the ring of fire that goes like in a circle?
Yeah, that was like my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
It
rides
was
still.
it was fun, like, but Anthony and I in the summer, it was a hot summer day at the Elma Fair. And we were on the ring of fire. And I literally looked at him, I'm like, oh, it's like misting out, like I can feel it on my face, it feels good. And then all of a sudden, like, and I was like, a little got in my mouth. And then literally, like, I'm not even making it up. Right after I said that, someone was like, he puked, stop the ride. And I'm like, fuck. Oh my God.
No,
it was one of the most horrific moments of my life. Yeah.
I just want to slap myself in the face.
I
almost did, just like, just to get that anxious, gross energy out.
Oh yeah, it was all bad, dude. It was the worst thing. I can't even
imagine that happened to me. Oh no.
Oh my God, it was horrible. I have so many horrible, horrible stories like that.
I would buy a brand new clean toilet brush and clean my throat with it.
Well, we know one of her talents. And that is toilet brush work, everybody. She knows how to wield that wand, if you know what I mean.
I know what squeaky clean feels like.
Like my comedy. My comedy is not squeaky clean.
Yeah, your dirty comedy. It's not good for the kids.
Just corrupting the youth. We are hitting the point in time where we talk a little comedy. And I know you're not a comedian, you're just with a comedian. But you live, eat, and breathe comedy with me. God bless your soul. And so, who's your favorite comedian?
I'm going to have to go with the GOAT himself.
Oh, who's the GOAT?
After being honored to go to the Dave Chappelle comedy show in Seattle for New Year's Eve and day, I'm going to have to go with Dave Chappelle. It was pretty good. It was really good, actually. It was so good, like, even after he, like, counted down New Year's with us and, like, the balloons came, his colors for balloons came down. It was very well played out. Yeah,
very well played out. He even called somebody and did a little riff and hung up right as New Year's happened.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like, he's like, but he like said, I can't even remember what he said. He's like, by the way, your boyfriend thinks you're hot or something like that. And he like hangs up.
He goes, and I want to fuck you too. Bye. And he just hangs up. Happy New Year, everyone. He says, yeah, it was hilarious. Wow, talk about the energy he had too, just running back and forth on the stage.
So much energy. Like, I wish you guys could see. I would perform the run if you guys could see, because like him like running around, just like he like almost looked like a Naruto character, but like funnier, but and more put together. But the way he ran was like.
And he was in Climate Pledge Arena, which is like all healthy and non-smoking, and he was smoking cigs in there.
Yeah, he was just smoking them. What's it?
Chain smoking. It was
weed.
Well, it smelled like weed, but it was in a cigs box, and it looked like marb.
To throw everyone off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like it definitely. We were all like, that definitely smells like weed."
Yeah, like you could smell it like all the way up in the stands. Him
For
just
sure.
blowing it out at everyone. But yeah, he was just chain smoking that. Like, wow.
Yeah, it was a great time. Wow, that was a good call. Good call. It's a safe bet. Dave Chappelle is one of the GOATs.
Yes.
So, you know.
And I'm surprised he even did another show, because he had his wonderful Netflix special, and that was supposed to be like one of his last times. So it was nice to see him again.
Yeah, I was worried. That's one of the reasons why I bought all of us tickets, is because I was afraid that might be one of the last times. But after seeing him perform, I don't think so.
He seems like he's got a lot of energy. He's not done.
He's got a lot left in the tank.
He just wanted to.
He's like, go ahead, try to cancel me, motherfuckers, you know? And it didn't work. Luckily, it didn't work. So we're going to move on to hate mail, and then we're going to hit the road. But this hate mail, I said, was a very, 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 very special weirdo, because guess who wrote in this hate mail? It was me. That's right. I wrote in the hate mail this time, guys, because I read all your guys' hate mails, but guess what? Sometimes I'm a hater too. And one thing that I just don't understand, and I hate how people say this, is, oh, I don't judge, you know? And that's like, it's like, shut the fuck up. We all judge people all the fucking time. And if you don't, you'd probably be taking candy from a white fucking van. Because you'd be like, oh, hey, free candy. You know, this guy seems probably nice. What would you ever want to do? We go through life every single day. We make quick, rash judgments on people and things and situations every single day. And for you to just disregard the fact that your judgment gets you through your life. I don't judge at all. That's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. Stop saying that stupid shit. I don't judge. I judge, rightfully so. I don't judge on stupid things, but I make judgments all the fucking time. Should I talk to this person? Should I give this person money? Should I take a picture with this weirdo? Are they going to try to kill me in the back of a van? Are they my number one fan that's going to snipe me from a building? Fucking Blades of Glory style? Check out Blades of Glory. But, you know, that's what kind of grinds my gears with that. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure I've told you many times, oh my God, don't judge, or just relax, be open-minded. So I'm definitely on the opposite end of that stick.
But you do realize how we have to judge every day.
Yes.
How redundant it is. Yes. It's like saying don't breathe.
Run the red light. Don't run the red light. It's yellow. Okay, I'm running it. Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're mad at a guy for not putting a grocery cart back, you're judging him, right? But what if he had like a fucking stint in his spine? And that's as far as he could get. He was trying to make an exercise, trying to walk it there, but he had to give up halfway because his doctor said not even to push it that far. You're judging too. We all judge every single day.
Well, I don't know. Keep it in your head then. Don't say it out loud.
Well, that's the difference. I don't judge just means I don't judge out loud.
You could say that exactly that. I don't judge out loud. There's a lot of things I say and think, but very few times has it come out of my mouth.
I'm sorry I don't remember what comedian said this because I want to give him credit, but it's really funny. But I heard someone say, like, how come people always say only God can judge me after they do horrible, terrible things? Like kill a man, like only God can judge me. I'm like, yeah, God's judging you really hard right now.
We're all a little disappointed. The God and the angels are all gathered around just looking down at you.
Since we're talking about God, and Jerry is somewhere up the river staying buoyant, we got to leave you the same way we leave you every single time, which is we will stay wired, and you weirdos stay weird. We love you guys.
See you guys later.
Hi. What is it called? Yawning.
Contagious.
Yawning is contagious.
Yawning is contagious.
Just like syphilis.
I don't have syphilis, pal.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it's contagious.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Sips tea. Pinky up even. That's pretty impressive. You're classy. Right in the microphone. That's classy.